Good evening and welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. It's the beginning of a new week and I hope you and your families have been in good health and has stayed safe. Unfortunately, we again were witness to distressing images which have become sickeningly familiar. The cities change, but again and again, Corona warriors, the police, healthcare professionals, doctors, they have been attacked by people linked to the Tabligh Jamaat. The latest staging ground was Bengaluru. Now, we have found in our investigation that all of this is not spontaneous. It is planned, provoked and planted. But before we put the evidence in front of you, let's also tell you what is coming up in just a bit. Indore has emerged as a city which is worrying the government at the center. One city that has more COVID-19 cases than the entire state of Uttar Pradesh put together. Why is this happening in Madhya Pradesh? We get you the head of the COVID task force in the state. That's coming up in half an hour from now. But let me bring the focus back now on Bengaluru. What happened in one locality which is barely 5 kilometers away from the Vidhan Saudha of the state. Healthcare professionals, the police, was set upon by a mob of 80 to 100 people. And according to the eyewitness account of a constable who was himself pelted with stones and attacked, the mob that was armed with knives was shouting, "Don't spare the doctors today. We must kill all of them. Don't let them get away." Which begs the question, why is it that suddenly this mob gathered? 3 people from the Tabligh Jamaat had tested positive in this area a few days ago. Then 58 secondary contacts of these 3 people were identified. Incidentally, 15 of them were even taken away in an earlier batch. When the healthcare professionals came back for the second lot of people, suddenly the riot broke out and this murderous mob descended upon them. Eyewitness accounts also speak of how they tried to damage street lights, they damaged CCTV cameras, all of them assembled perhaps at a half an hour's notice, which leads us to ask, does this all not smell suspiciously of a conspiracy where people were provoked, where they were brainwashed and they were made to engage in violence? Now, the critical question is, what were these people told which drove them into such a frenzy?
54 persons. We are going to arrest more people. They are attacked police persons and BBMP workers and also ASHA workers and also doctors and destroyed the tent. For that, in the interest of the road, we have taken all the precaution measures. And we are not going to talk things to be happened in Karnataka.
We stand by the government. The government, whatever the action has to take, let it take legally. We don't want this to be, this is a criminalization act. This is not a communal issue.
Watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us on the News Hour Agenda, we have Advocate Ishkaran Bhandari. BJP MP PC Mohan will be joining us in just a bit. We have political analyst Nishant Verma. And my first question is to advocate for the Tabligh Jamaat. Mr. Mujibur Rahman, you have seen these images, sir. Can you possibly tell me why these people linked to the Tabligh Jamaat would suddenly go at doctors armed with knives? What explains it, Mr. Rahman?
That crores of people, crores of Muslims are attached with Tabligh Jamaat. All are not doing the same thing. If somebody is doing anything wrong, you cannot attach them with the Jamaat. That guy is from the Jamaat. That's why he is doing this.
Sir, I have asked you this question about Moradabad. You said the same thing. I'm showing you images from Karnataka now. You say the same thing. Why is it that every time these images crop up, they are members of the Tabligh Jamaat?
We can see that all over India
sidestep the question.
Such incidences are happening. So you cannot associate
Mr.
any
Mujibur
guilt with
Rahman,
the Jamaat. I can see. Let give me 10 seconds.
Nobody is calling Muslims
No one-
guilty.
no
Don't try
one-
and
no
hide
one
behind this
did
victim
those
card.
who are coming
Just a
to
second.
save them.
Reduce
No
Mr.
one-
Rahman's audio. My question to you is very pointed. What can lead to a mob of 80 collecting, arming themselves with stones and knives and attacking doctors? Give me one sane reason, Mr. Rahman. One reason.
Pardon?
What is the reason for a mob of 80 to 100 people attacking doctors with knives? Give me one reason.
I have told you that the reason is only the mistrust and the rumors. And the second thing is anybody is doing wrong, don't associate it with the Jamaat.
What is
First
the
of thing.
mistrust? Mistrust of who? Mistrust of who?
Mistrust-
Who don't you trust?
The rumors and the
Doctors?
mistrust, like the lynches, you have,
What
you have seen
rumors?
the lynching all around the India for
What
various
rumors?
of rumors
What
like
rumors?
witches, like
What rumors?
Go Hatya, like other things.
What rumors?
So the rumors can be.
Who don't you trust?
You can see. You can sue. So who is responsible for this? The responsibility is not of the Jamaat.
I can't
If
see and I
someone
can't
is-
sue.
I can-
Now first you
No,
tell
no,
me
I can
who
see
spread
one
the
thing.
rumors? What are the rumors that you mentioned?
The conspirator who is just running a conspiracy and behind the Jamaat and getting associated allegedly every guilty person with the Jamaat. So I can see if everything is investigated
this
on a higher
conspirator?
level, then might be.
Mr.
I
Rahman,
can
you are a
see
very
that
knowledgeable
there
lawyer.
may be some-
You
there may be some
know that
conspiracy with the
innuendos do
Jamaat.
not work
Might
in a
be
court of
someone
law
is running all
as
these
they do not
programs.
work
Might be
in
someone
life.
is running all these
Mr.
programs.
Rahman, I will reduce your audio again and ask you a pointed question. You said somebody is spreading rumors and plotting against the Jamaat. Who is this somebody and what are those rumors? Answer.
Might be, because I can see it might be. I'm not like an irresponsible media person. I can say that someone did guy. I will say it might be. There are the possibilities that somebody can do this because some people can be behind the Jamaat. It's a conspiracy. Otherwise,
Sir,
no
unlike
one
you,
will
I
give
do
those
not
who are
engage in
associated with them.
conspiracy theories and wild theories. So let me tell you what the FIR says, Ishkaran Bhandari. The FIR says people came to us from the 10th cross towards the 11th cross. They ran towards the checkpost screaming, "Doctors and health professionals must be killed today. Don't spare them." So who is telling people doctors and health professionals must be killed today? Don't spare them. Because I can't think somebody suddenly gets up in the middle of the night and says, you know what, I think we should kill doctors. Ishkaran Bhandari.
No one will
Padmaja,
say this.
there is
So
this
it
famous
seems
James
a
Bond
conspiracy.
line which says
Might
once
be
is a
some
happenstance,
people there
second time is a
and they are
coincidence,
part of the
third time is an
conspiracy.
enemy
They are
action.
spreading such
Tablighi
rumors.
Jamaat we have
Otherwise,
seen
no
from
Indian
Indore,
person,
from
no Indian
Moradabad,
person
from
will say like
Ghaziabad,
this.
from Delhi, where they have attacked healthcare officers, healthcare workers, doctors, and now it is happening in Bangalore. There is a consistent pan-India pattern to attacking healthcare
Yeah.
workers, nurses, doctors. It is pan-India,
Why?
pan-states. And it is high
Why do you
time
think?
that they,
Who do you think is engineering this entire mania? Because it cannot be coincidence that wherever there are people from the Tabligh Jamaat who are tested positive and doctors go to help them, they are attacked.
Is instigating
Padmaja,
this.
it could also be
Someone is
flowing from the
running
fact that, let's remember, Delhi, there is an enforcement directorate investigation into funding. There is an investigation into what all foreigners have come. And we have had foreigners attending religious purposes without having the valid visa. So it appears there's a very big conspiracy and they do not want to come before healthcare workers because they know they will get investigated. That is why across India, every time it comes to Tablighi Jamaati, even though they are risking their own lives by not going to doctors, risking the life of their family members and their friends because presumably they are staying with their friends, they are still not coming forward. So this becomes a very serious issue.
I will tell you.
in
I
which
will
we
tell
need
you.
all
You
India
know,
investigation.
everyone is flummoxed and everyone is wondering. Just like Mr. Rahman, just like you, Ishkaran Bhandari, perhaps just like Mr. P.C. Mohan, he's an MP of the BJP. I too was flummoxed and I wondered, how is it that city after city, the same story replicates itself? So I will give you the example of Moradabad. Remember where you had doctors pelted with stones? One doctor even has his head smashed. So I actually asked him, why do you think they attacked you? Were they tutored? Were they made paranoid? And this doctor on camera is actually telling us what the stone pelters were shouting at him. This is Dr. S.C. Agarwal, and he actually unmasks who is making people manic and what is being told to them. Listen to Dr. S.C. Agarwal from the horse's mouth.
वो लोग खड़े थे, उसमें से एक बोला कि अरे ये लोग हमारे लोगों को ले जाते हैं, उन्हें मार देते हैं, उन्हें खाना नहीं देते, भूखा रखते हैं, पानी नहीं पिलाते, उन्हें कोरोना का इंजेक्शन लगा देते हैं, उन्हें मार देते हैं। तो मैं उन्हें समझाने के लिए बोला, भाई ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। अगर कोरोना का इंजेक्शन लगा के मारना ही था तो सरताज ही क्यों मरता? वो तो घर से बहुत बीमार होकर गया था, और बाकी इतने सारे हमारे पास लोग हैं क्वारंटाइन में। अगर हम ऐसा करते तो संख्या तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती। जहाँ रहा प्रश्न खाने पीने का, तो वो हम नहीं देखते, वो खाने पीने का व्यवस्था प्रशासन देखता है। तो आपको अगर कोई शिकायत भी है तो प्रशासन से कहिए, आपकी शिकायत का निस्तारण होगा अगर कुछ है तो। लेकिन बस मैंने इतना ही बोला था कि बस मारो 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 मारो।
Mr. P.C. Mohan, in Moradabad, the doctor attack says that the people who were throwing stones at us were told by somebody that doctors will take you away, give you a poison injection and kill you. Do you think this misinformation is also something that could have led to the attack yesterday in Bengaluru? Is this a misinformation campaign?
See, Bangalore 58 secondary contact, people were staying in Padarayanpura constituency, Padarayanpura ward. Out of that, first 20 people were taken in the first bus. When the officials of BBMP officials and other health care people came to take the second batch of people, they started unnecessary argument and started confusion and started chasing the officers. I feel the leaders are the local leaders who are there. Definitely they should educate the people, because Bangalore is in a lockdown and this particular ward is been sealed down. That means everybody is aware of it. One of the local leaders from Congress says they were not aware of it. It's really these kind of people are really confusing the whole people, because the Karnataka, in fact, before the lockdown, we were in third place. Now we have come to 11th place. I congratulate and I thank my Chief Minister for taking a bold decision before lockdown only. The
so
schools,
Syed Aslam
colleges,
Pasha, who is misleading
everything was told.
a certain section of society and provoking them?
Definitely, certain section of people, especially that minority community leaders who are there, they should educate the people. This particular thing, coronavirus, does not come for any particular caste or creed or religion. It comes to everybody. The whole world
so
is
Syed Aslam
facing.
Pasha, far from educating, who is misleading?
Yeah,
Mr. Pasha.
Well, Padmaja, let me tell you at the outset, let me tell you this incident, this attack is highly deplorable. We unequivocally condemn this, right? Anybody who doesn't respect the law, anybody who doesn't respect the...
Why did it happen?
Anybody who's...
One can be a coincidence. It cannot keep happening city after city and the same set of people. It is the same storyline every single time. Tabligh Jamaat suspects on one hand, doctors on the other, and they are beaten.
Like to tell you, let us not
the people who are misleading. They should try to understand.
Action and punishment has to be given to these guys, and strong action has to be taken. They have been arrested. Strong action has to be taken. But that doesn't.
Strong action will be taken, but the damage has been done, sir. My question is, who provoked the people into this violence?
Padmaja, well, that doesn't mean that we will vilify or demonize one particular community. These are miscreants. These are mischief mongers.
Sir, nobody is vilifying or demonizing. You're not answering my question. Nobody gets up in the morning and says, I will beat doctors today. Tell me what led to people beating up and knifing doctors?
Padmaja, let me tell you, this Padarayapura, this locality is completely sealed down. It has got about 44,000 residents in this locality. There is, well, when it is sealed down, you very well know that no one can come in and nobody can go out, right? This locality has 44,000 residents, and what we have seen is only 4,000 ration kits are given. People are frustrated, they're not getting food to eat, they're not getting milk to drink. The people who are suffering with ailments like kidney ailments.
Are you justifying it? Are you justifying violence and stone pelting by saying that people are not being given food, Mr. PC Mohan? You are trying to gloss over the violence and saying this is frustration. Sir, I cannot claim to be in the same misery as these people, but I can tell you I haven't stepped out of my house for 18 days, but I haven't pelted a single stone at anyone. 18 days of being totally sealed in and not pelted a stone. So please do not try and gloss over with these very, very strange reasoning. Mr. PC Mohan, so it's being argued that people are upset, not because they were doctors, not because they are corona positive, but because they don't have food.
No, 1 minute. State government has given for BPL card holders 3 months ration. They have given free of cost. And even for those who have a APL card also, for them also the ration is given. And free kits also given.
And this is a ridiculous argument. I have just shown on camera where a doctor is saying that लोग हमें मार रहे थे और हमसे कह रहे थे हमें जहर का इंजेक्शन दे देंगे, हमें जाकर के मार देंगे ईशकरण भंडारी, and then to say, oh, they're doing it because of food. No, they are being provoked. They are being told, doctors तुम्हें मारने आए हैं.
Padmaja, we have to see that from the very beginning at Nizamuddin, when we had these alleged videos of Maulana Saad saying there is a conspiracy against all of you, they are targeting you. So the message is flowing. Please don't interrupt, I didn't interrupt you. The message on audio is flowing from the top that this coronavirus is a conspiracy against you because they want to speed off insecurities of people. Along with that, there is a gross violation.
Exactly.
People have been blacklisted for visa violations, enforcement directed action. So now the entire thing is coming out. The Pandora's box has opened up. And the head started by saying it's a conspiracy and lied to Nizamuddin police saying there is only 1,000 people inside when there were 3,000 people inside. So from day one, it has been going and flowing from the top. And that is why all of them across cities.
And this is the insidious way in which it is being done. You will not react to what I am showing you on camera, Syed Aslam Pasha. You will not react, Nishant Verma, to what I am showing you on camera. You will talk about food shortage, which apparently results in stone pelting. I showed you example 1. Now I want to show you example 2. Similar story, which had come from Devas, where in Madhya Pradesh, 2 sanitation workers, believe it or not, sanitation workers had gone into a society to clean up the drains. They were attacked with an axe. Now we've got the DSP telling us why this axe attack happened. You will not believe your ears. Listen to what these people who attacked sanitation workers with an axe were told. Listen.
सदर हैं जो इनके द्वारा जब लॉकडाउन हुआ था और उस टाइम पे जो नमाज हुई थी उसके बाद उन्होंने ये लोगों को बोला था कि जो सफाई कर्मी हैं ये नमाजियों को परेशान करते हैं, इनको मारते हैं, इसलिए उनको मारना.
निशांत वर्मा, 2 accounts, एक जिसमें डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं हमें ये बोला गया था कि जहर का इंजेक्शन दे देंगे इसलिए डॉक्टरों को पीटो. सेकंड, where they were told कि sanitation workers आपकी नमाज को डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, इनको मारो. Is this not a conspiracy to engineer attacks?
Thank you. Okay. Padmaja ji, first of all, I disagree with the system where we are talking of Bengaluru. You inject one small video from somewhere and make it as if the audience will feel, oh, doctor ने बोला poison and इसलिए Bangalore में ऐसा हुआ. I don't agree to that kind of a system.
Sir, एक second. second, please. Okay, don't tell me about my editorial ways. I have listened to the entire 12-minute video and I have heard the doctor very clearly. I cannot sit here and play 12 minutes. So please don't try and derail my show about, oh, आपने इधर से उठाया clip और उधर डाल दिया. मैं ये सब नहीं करती हूँ. I take full editorial responsibility of the authenticity of what the doctor has said. Okay, I don't do cut paste jobs. हाँ, so don't take that line with me.
आप बैंगलोर के लिए बुलाया ना आपने, तो मैं बैंगलोर पे बात कर लूं, अगर आप रखना नहीं चाहते तो बात
बिल्कुल. Because I'm saying there is a pattern. जो देवास में हुआ, जो मुरादाबाद में हुआ, वही बैंगलोर में हुआ, क्योंकि वजह सेम है. वजह सेम है. Nobody comes and engineers an attack unless they are provoked to do so. क्या हुआ?
May I talk? Your question is about Bangalore and let me talk about Bangalore. Padmaja ji, you showed one, maybe more than one videos. I have also seen the Bangalore video. One, the particular area, the ward, is a mix of Tamil Christians with scheduled castes and Muslims. Can anyone, even sitting in Bangalore today, identify the mob belongs to which community, or is it a mixed community? Number one. Number two, the senior officer Ramesh
you've
Kumar,
raised the question.
Senior police officer
You've raised the question. No, don't go to number two. I will tell you the names of the accused. I really wish you didn't do it that way, because I didn't want to single it out like that. I was talking about people who've been brainwashed. But if you must, sir, and I'm reading from the FIR. The FIR says, at the time when we went in to take people who had been contact traced, Wajid, Irfan bin Hawli Babu, Kabir bin Altaf Pasha, Irshad Ahmad bin Zakaria, and Farzuva, and others came holding sticks, stones, and one of them, Kabir, held a knife. This is what the FIR says. Since you spoke about how do we identify, please stick to the point. Go on. And the three people who had been tested positive are all three with travel history to the Nizamuddin Markaz in Delhi. That's as much as your first point goes. It has been deflated. Point two. Go on.
Padmaja ji. No, it has not been deflated.
Sir, make
because
your point.
the
Don't
FIR
waste
does
time.
not
Make your
record
point.
any information that there was.
I come here with facts, sir.
My point.
Don't
I'm not
waste
wasting
time.
I'm
Ask
giving
your
you
second
correct
point.
information. There, I am giving you a fact. I have checked with the 11th crossroad and then I am telling you. There was no doctor, there was no nurse, no policeman who came with the party to pick these people. Only ASHA workers and BBMC came. Is that the protocol? Is that the protocol to come and take a COVID patient or a suspect? No, if that is true, let's talk on the second point then. Let BJP answer what is the protocol of picking up. Let Karnataka government here sitting here answer that. No, it is not. BBMC and ASHA workers don't pick up. The police has to accompany, doctors have to come, and nurse. None of them came. Why only BBMC and ASHA workers at 8 p.m.
By the way, let me say this very clearly. Okay, wait. Let me ask PC Mohan, who's over here. Just a second. PC Mohan, can you please tell Mr. Nishant Verma, who along with political analyst is also a healthcare professional by night. This is not the protocol. So can you please tell him about the protocol for picking up corona suspects?
Tell us the protocol.
See,
tell us the protocol. We don't need to be a particular
No, let Mr. Mohan tell you. PC Mohan, Nishant Verma says protocol was not followed. So if you don't follow protocol, I am going to knife you, because I am a stickler for protocol. If somebody doesn't follow protocol, I will hit them with stones,
now
Mr. PC Mohan.
That's like a cheesed off conclusion.
Sir, you are justifying a knife attack with protocol. I don't even know what to say to that logic. But PC won't talk about protocol. Protocol violated apparently.
Nobody is hurt. What are you talking about?
I am showing you on camera people saying कि हमें बोला गया जहर का इंजेक्शन देके मार देंगे इसलिए हमने पीटा. You are giving me protocol. Sayyid Aslam Pasha gives me food kits being distributed. Last I heard, nobody knifed anyone for a food kit, sir. But PC Mohan, please answer the specific question of protocol not being followed. Can I please reduce Nishant Verma's audio? PC Mohan, protocol wasn't followed.
See, in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, BBMP officials, that is Bangalore Mahanagara Palike, they went along with the health of their MOH, that is health department. They went and identified 58 people, secondary contact people. In that, they wanted to do the quarantine for them. Then they had identified the hotel also for them, nearby only, GM Plaza Hotel also. 20 people were also taken. They were and they came to pick up the second 38 people who were left there. they started creating problems with the local leaders and local politicians, some particular religion people only, started all these things. See, one thing, the other person was telling, their Christians are there, their Tamilians are there, nobody is there. Tomorrow you take the voter list and see, it is the, actually misleaded by the local Congress leaders. I'm telling you, particularly local Congress leaders who are misleading.
Take police along.
Tomorrow
you
vote
follow the
tomorrow,
and then you put it on someone else.
What do you mean by protocol? Who has to come?
This is what happens.
Who has to come? Home Minister has to come and
You
pick
don't
them
know the
up.
protocol.
Health Minister has
You're
to come
sitting
and
here
pick them
defending a
up.
government.
What is
and you don't know the
protocol? Health of,
This is exactly
Doctor has come.
what
Who has to
happens
come?
When dacoits
Doctor has
topple
come.
a
Who has
government,
to come?
sit in governance, and they don't even know protocols. This is their problem.
What do you want?
They don't know
protocol?
Nishant Verma.
The health officer has come from BBMP.
In order to pick them up, they have to
He's
do
been
tests.
already identified.
Come on. You cannot play. You can't.
Nishant Verma, you're okay. Now I'm going to end this line of argument by stating a simple fact. And I speak only on facts. Mr. Verma, can I please reduce your audio? I will tell you why this argument number 2 of yours is completely facetious as well. Because there were a total of 58 people who were identified. 15 of them were taken in the first batch in the same protocol. Nothing happened. Everything was fine. 43 people remaining. BBMP, same team goes to pick them up, and suddenly the knives and the stones are out. So either batch 2 is extremely particular about protocol, or something changed in the meantime. What changed in the meantime, Mujibur Rahman? What changed? Or did a WhatsApp message come on their phones where they were told, as the constable said, don't let the doctors go this time. We must kill them. What happened, Mujibur Rahman? What changed?
I have said that the headmongers who
yes, I believe it's a conspiracy. I definitely believe that people are being brainwashed and misled. But I want to know who is brainwashing and misleading them.
The politics of headmongering are instigating.
Can I answer that?
The local Congress leaders
there inside. Everybody knows who instigate hate in the society and who.
Sir, stop going on and on about hate mongering.
No.
Nobody is hate mongering. I am telling you only facts. And the real hate mongers are those who are sending out these misinformed WhatsApp forwards and driving people into a state of paranoia. Mujibur Rahman, I'll reduce your audio again. Again, I want to ask you a pointed question. If 15 people, same background, same locality, same protocol, went into quarantine without a whisper, why did the stone pelting happen with the other 43? What changed? And who provoked people between the two batches? Mujibur Rahman.
Some people just instigated.
All 58 connected to Tabligh.
Some people is just trying to malign the image of people of some community in the country, and just to play the head politics, just to divide the society, because this is the vote bank of these people. So they are just not even thinking corona as a disease. They are
Who
just
is dividing,
thinking it as an
sir?
opportunity to
Hate तो वो है ना जो पत्थर मार रहे हैं. अरे डिवाइड तो वो कर रहे हैं जो कि पत्थर मार रहे हैं. Ishkaran Bhandari, what do I say to this logic?
Will not go to the truth and will not see the reality.
I don't understand who is the victim here according to Mr. Rahman.
Padmaja, there is a particular breed of class of people who would always say they are victim, and that could be any class of people. But the point here is very clear that let's imagine for 1 second a strict protocol was not followed. What do? You call up 100, you call up police to ask them, is this the right people who have come or not? You don't start assaulting people with stakes and knives. And secondly, we are seeing the same group of people, that is the Tablighi Jamaat, across India, across cities. So that is why we have to show that they are doing this in every city. It is not Tablighi Jamaat in one city and some other organization in some other city. It's the same organization, which is an international organization. So we have to obviously show that they are acting in a pattern.
And it's always the same modus operandi. Just a second, I also want to bring in the Deputy Chief Minister Ashwath Narayan, who is joining us now. I want to ask you a straight question, because, you know, we can keep going on and on about motivations. Do you think this was pre-planned? And if yes, by who? How did suddenly a crowd of 80 to 100 assemble?
Yeah, basically we are trying to look into it and inquire. inquire into this entire incident, where, how this has happened, what was the reason, how they came into the picture, who instigated you, who sent you, how you came to know, what was the reason. We are trying to inquire into the entire matter. Then we can come out with the details. And along with that, many politicians came out from the opposition party. They came out, and the local representative, Mr. Zamir, came out and he made a statement that they were not aware, and they are illiterate people. They shouldn't have come in the night. This is not the way to do things. They shouldn't have come in the night. All these lame excuses. He was trying to shield those people, giving unreasonable reasons, which is really condemnable. And I think this is not the way any responsible representative to make a statement or kind of make any justification. I think totally it is not agreeable. We completely condemn the kind of justification Mr. Jamir has been making. This is not the first time. He has been repeatedly coming to the rescue without understanding the entire issue. Entire world together, we are fighting COVID-19. This is not something which started in our society, in our country, which has started somewhere else. We should understand this can spread anywhere and anybody and everybody.
Yes, you are right. Maybe there is an attempt to shield, etc. But that is only politics. The more important and critical thing, though, is who provoked. That someone tries to shield is another matter, and that politics we can leave for now. But is there an attempt to try and misinform people and turn them against the government and against doctors?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. They've been misled, completely they've been misled by some of these people. And time and again, there's no reason to make them provoked. They're all government officials. Whoever has went there to talk to them, to take them to the isolation hospital or isolation facility, they were all government workers, government employees. They have gone in their own interest. There was no scope for any kind of provoking. There was no instigation or anything like that. Somewhere some things are, misled by some of these leaders. I think they've been misled, miscommunicated by their own people. They are trying to just instigate from their own leaders, I think. It is not from anybody else. It is not from anybody else. All are interested in one reason. We want to just contain this disease, eliminate this disease, eliminate this virus. This is the only motive.
Well, if that is the case, sir, I'm certainly hoping that the government and the police is more seriously going to look into who is behind the provocation, because this can happen again and again until the real masterminds behind this are identified and they are put behind bars, because they are using people as pawns in their politics against the government. But is the Tabligh Jamaat still a concern for the government of Karnataka? Because such episodes have been seen again and again, and it's replicated across states.
They've become a real, what has happened, they didn't cooperate from beginning. If they would have cooperated, see, this can happen to anybody. But once they got infected, they were asked to cooperate, to extend cooperation. We just wanted their information, the people whom they came across, the contacts, the primary, the secondary contacts. We wanted information from them, and the entire list of people who went for the Tabligh Jamaat. We wanted the list of people who all participated. We just wanted to know their numbers so that we can track them, find out whether they have been exposed or infected, and we can screen them, test them, and find out whether they have been infected, so that we can contain and track them and isolate the entire thing and bring things under control. Which they didn't cooperate. We need to go on our own. We have to search, find out, ascertain. Everything was to be done by the entire system. Somehow we didn't get the kind of a cooperation what we expected, what should have been given from them didn't happen from their side. Finally, they had to yield, they had to concede, they had to respond, and they ultimately fall in line. But even then, before all these things could happen, they had spread among the many people in the society, and I think they have spread in many other places. I think that's been a great concern for all of us, which shouldn't have happened. And at present, we were able to completely screen all the Tabligh Jamaati people who have visited the
And you're right, mistakes can happen by anyone's hand. But this is not a mistake. This is violence now. This is lack of cooperation. And again, I'm trying to ask you, Mr. Mujibur Rahman, don't you think it is incumbent on you and your leadership to come out and say, don't attack, even if you are being misled? don't attack.
Padmaja, I tell you that do not associate any guilty with the Jamaat, even though the Jamaat has given an audio even today also and yesterday also.
Sir, how can we not associate? Their travel history is from the Nizamuddin Markaz.
It's travel history.
When it came to Muradabad, you said, they don't associate them. It comes to Odisha, you say, oh, don't associate them. But the fact is that their travel history is to the Markaz, and that is why they're infected.
So what?
And that is why they need to cooperate. You just heard the Deputy Chief Minister say they are not even cooperating and stepping forward.
Beating the doctors? Do you see that all are beating the
Why
doctors?
are they so scared of telling whom all they have met,
with the
so that those people can be isolated and tested?
Who are doing wrong? You cannot.
Why are they not informing whom all have they met? Why are they so scared of the health workers? Why are they so scared to give the
Mr. Mujibur Rahman, you almost sound like you expect us to be thankful that the thousands and thousands of people who are a part of the Markaz are not all beating doctors. And to that small extent, for small mercies, we are very grateful that everyone is not beating. But for those who are, they also are doing immense amount of damage. So for heaven's sake, your leadership, A, should come out of hiding itself. Maulana Saad should present himself. And B, you should tell your followers clearly, stop attacking Corona warriors. And those who are behind the scenes and instigating innocent people into this violence should be identified and thrown behind bars for good. Thank you very much. On that note, all gentlemen for having joined me on the News Hour Agenda.